Guess what? Real bought RE/MAX. Compass bought Anywhere. Rocket bought Redfin. 3 moves in a short window, and agents everywhere are asking the same question. What's happening in real estate? This isn't just about one company buying another company. It's about a much bigger shift. And when brokerages merge, agents usually don't get a vote. So what's happening is, well, uncomfortable. Plus, agents are usually told that nothing is changing. But over time, ownership matters, debt matters, technology matters, franchise agreements matter, cost savings matter. By the end of this video, you'll know what over time actually means and why these changes hit sooner than most agents think. So let's get to it. This isn't one deal, it's a pattern. When 3 big companies make the same kind of move in the same year, it stops being 3 stories and becomes one story. All of those companies I mentioned at the top of this video have now consolidated. That's a lot of movement in a really short period of time. But if you step back, the pattern is pretty clear. The industry is building towards bigger platforms to control more of the real estate transaction from start to finish. And that can make a lot of sense from the corporate side. But for agents, the question is more personal. What does this mean for your business? What happens to my split, fees, support, brand, technology, and my local office culture? Those aren't small questions, and the answer depends on something most announcements skip past, which is when the changes actually happen. That timing question is what most agents miss in deals like this. So let's break it down. When the changes actually arrive, what a brokerage tells its agents about today and what its parent company has planned for tomorrow aren't always the same thing. Whenever a big acquisition is announced, the first message is usually very reassuring. The brand will continue, the agents will benefit, the technology will improve, the culture will be protected, the transition will be smooth. And to be fair, sometimes some of that may be true, at least at the beginning. But companies don't spend hundreds or billions of dollars to keep everything exactly the same forever. They buy for scale, cost savings, and control. So even if nothing changes immediately, agents are asking the right question. What changes later? That's the real story. The franchise question. This is especially important when you are talking about franchise brands. RE/MAX is a franchise model. Most of the Anywhere brands are too. That means change may not happen overnight. Local offices may continue to operate under existing franchise agreements, as they should. They are contracts. So the broker owners will still continue to run their offices, and the agents will still see the same sign, the same local brand, the same local leadership, and the same day-to-day routine. But over time, as franchise agreements expire and are renegotiated, the company with the most power can shape the future. That is what agents need to pay attention to. In the Compass and Anywhere deal, Compass is the company with the power. In the Real RE/MAX deal, Real has the power. So even if agents are told the brand will stay the same, the bigger questions are, will the acquired brand slowly start to look more like the acquiring company? Will the technology change? Will fees change? Will local independence shrink? Will the parent company push everyone towards one platform? And this isn't fear-mongering, it's just how consolidation works. What these deals are really about. Here's the part I think agents should look at. These companies aren't consolidating to collect logos. Companies don't spend millions and billions to do that. They spend millions and billions to build something. They're trying to build a single platform, one technology system, one data environment, one agent ecosystem, one pathway from listing to closing, connecting brokerage, mortgage, title, lead generation, AI, and consumer data. They want to control the entire transaction. That's where the industry is going. It's also why the financial structure behind these deals matters. When a company takes on debt or refinances debt to make an acquisition, that creates pressure to produce savings. Okay, sometimes these savings come from better technology. Sometimes they come from cutting duplicative corporate costs. Sometimes they come from fewer people, fewer systems, less support, fewer local offices, higher agent fees, and/or lower agent commissions. Agents don't see that pressure for savings on the day the deal is announced, but it's on the balance sheets, and it's what happens as the years pass, where eXp fits in. Before I get into this, full disclosure, I'm Carrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor and co-founder of Smart Agent Alliance with eXp Realty. Okay, this isn't the time to tune out on the video. I'll give you just the facts here, and you decide what matters. As for why I'm doing this, by the way, eXp, I know this is different, lets every agent choose a sponsor when they join. And here, sponsors can build additional support for the agents they bring in. That's what we do at Smart Agent Alliance. We've built a centralized agent portal with done-for-you tools, training, and resources agents can actually find and use. And because we're also part of the Wolf Pack, our agents get both value stacks, all organized in one place at no cost to them. I know, for real, I'm not kidding about that. So with these consolidations being about having one big platform, there's bound to be some growing pains for both Compass and Real. It's hard to bolt a platform onto legacy companies, especially ones where the agents didn't choose it. eXp, on the other hand, started with one model from day one. eXp didn't have to buy other brokerages or a franchise network to gain over 80,000 agents, and they didn't take on any company debt either. eXp is not looking for savings to meet massive debt obligations. Instead, eXp was designed as a cloud-based brokerage platform from the beginning, the very first one model, one cap structure, no franchise layer. And if you've seen our video on the most profitable publicly traded brokerage or the highest rated brokerage according to anonymous agent reviews, then you already know that other brokerages would love to be in eXp's place. Number one in both accumulative earnings per share and agent reviews. I'll link those videos at the end. Now, that doesn't make eXp perfect. No brokerages. And my point isn't that every agent should move to eXp. The point is that eXp's model is working. No changes needed. And the industry appears to be moving in eXp's structural direction. That's worth understanding when you're choosing where to plant your business for the long term. Which brings up the part of all of this that's actually in your hands. What you actually control. You can't control what your brokerage's parent company decides. You can control which structure you're standing on when those decisions get made. You don't control whether your parent company merges. You don't control whether debt gets refinanced. You don't control whether a franchise agreement gets renegotiated. You don't control whether a company decides to switch technology platforms or cut local support to fund the deal. But you do control where you hang your license. You control which model you align with. You control whether you're part of a brokerage that's still becoming a platform or one that already is. That's the real decision. Let's simplify this. 3 big brokerages got bought in the same window. The changes that matter won't show up at the announcement. They'll arrive at franchise renewals, technology rollouts, and budget cuts. The brokerages buying their way into platform status are racing towards where eXp was already designed to operate. We'll be releasing a video soon on whether luxury brokerage brands still carry the same weight for luxury agents once they become closely tied to other brands. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you're at a franchise brand wondering what happens next when your broker's agreement comes up for renewal, that video should be on screen. And for a closer look at what's actually happening to Anywhere agents since the deal closed, well, that's the other one. Thank you for watching and have a great day.